probably in the preceding year.
Chodo, Shashi.
Uttam, I'll follow up on your point. Uttam, I'll follow up on your point because, in fact, the Minister, there is a lapse here, sir, in your answer. I have the report of the high-level committee on CSR set up under the Secretary for Corporate Affairs, which actually makes a number of recommendations, only one of which you put into the Companies Amendment Bill. Whereas, Mr. Speaker, sir, the recommendation and the question that the Honourable Member asked is as follows. Unspent CSR amount for a particular year may be transferred to a separate designated account created for the purpose. So if you haven't spent 2%, not just on an incomplete project, you can put that for another account. Such unspent account and the interest earned thereon be spent within a period of 3 to 5 years, failing which the same be transferred to a fund to be specified by the central government, which may be used for innovative high-impact projects related to activities listed. Now, the question, sir, is, if that is the case, why was this not reflected in the Companies Amendment Act when it was brought to the Parliament in 2020? So, I mean, I fully understand my colleagues' frustration and confusion, which is shared by many companies, because they don't understand whether it is the recommendation of the high-level committee that was behind the intent of the bill, or whether the bill actually deliberately omitted that since it's not present in the bill. The Minister should please clarify.
Sir, the CSR amendments came into, were applicable from the 22nd of January 2021. The Act was passed a year before, as you say. Now, the recommendations on what was with the background of those decisions, I cannot specify whether it was considered or not, what the recommendation of the committee was considered or not, but the amendments took place a year after the Act was promulgated. So therefore, I don't understand what your question is. I mean, it's afterwards that it was promulgated.
आप बताइए मंत्री.
Sir, with your permission, I would like to say the Act may not specify some of those implementable rules which are later clarified, and either through the rules or even sometimes through the frequently asked questions and so on. Honourable Member Shashi Tharoor is right in pointing out how it works out. And the concern of Honourable Member Uttam Kumar Reddy is all well taken. But I'm not commenting on a specific company. He referred to Singareni Collieries. I'm not commenting on it. But in general, periodically the Ministry of Corporate Affairs holds meetings with companies, accountants, and company affairs secretaries also go around talking to different companies. But I do grant it that more detailed spread of information is required so that this confusion doesn't prevail. But the question of confusion probably on what Honorable MOS has said, that for 3 years you can use, because many companies, board-driven decisions are to build hospitals, for instance, as an example. They cannot be completed within 1 year. So the amendment reflected to that extent to say, keep it carrying forward for the next 2-3 years. Or if the first year, laying of the foundation took away 2/3 of what you wanted to do, which doesn't come under the yearly limit, you can offset it in the next year. All these were done with an intention that the board-driven decisions are going to be facilitated by the rules so that they're not obstructionist, they can carry forward. But as regards the local matter, I certainly want to highlight the fact that there has been a lot of interest, a lot of desire that local areas, boards are very conscious of it. After all, CSR is a board-driven decision. No government can impose on them saying you have to spend it on this area or that area. But companies are greatly, nowadays, more increasingly aware that local area priority should be taken up. That much I want to explain, sir. Thank you.
Question number 306. माननीय शो तिरुवक्कर सर.
Sir, question number 306.
तिरुवक्कर सर. Okay? वाकर सर. Okay.
माननीय अध्यक्ष महोदय, उत्तर सभा
मैं संशोधन करूंगा ना आपके नाम.